Coming in at just under 6,500 pounds, this is a 2020 Jayco J-Flight SLX 284 BHS. That's bunkhouse slide. With every 2020 Jayco, you know you're getting the best warranty in the business with their 2+3 year warranty, and Glenmore RV Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We are a Jayco exclusive dealership, so you know that we have the support and service that you need in case you ever need to use that industry leading warranty. So the 284 is very similar to the 287. The main difference that's quite obvious from the front is that you are trading your second entry door, which is usually about right there, for an outside kitchen. A few other differences, including a major entertainment center, which we will see inside the trailer. When I was setting up to do this video, I noticed that when the slide out is in, there is still quite a lot of room to access the bedroom. You can easily walk from the counter to the rear of the trailer, and you can pretty much access this entire trailer with the slide out in. You don't always have to have it out to quickly run in and grab something. So let's get that slide out and see what this trailer looks like. So just to continue to compare this 284 with the 287, the main difference on the outside is that you have an exterior kitchen and there's no entry door straight into the bathroom. So what they've actually done is they've flipped the bunks in the bathroom. So now the bunks are on the campsite and the bathroom's towards the other side. And by not having a second entry door, what they have added is this absolutely massive entertainment center directly across from the sofa. The one thing that I've heard mentioned before is, we have a TV, but it's in the middle of the room and the sofa doesn't face it. We're always kind of at an angle. Well, if that was a primary concern, the 284 solves it with this massive 48-inch Furrion LED TV. It does swivel, and it just gives you this huge entertainment center for rainy days, watching the football game, entertaining the kids, while still keeping everything else that you had in that 287. So you add a giant entertainment center and you add an outside kitchen. The other thing that you also add in this 284 is this massive storage in this unit. The interior storage in here is absolutely insane, and I'm going to open up a couple cupboards and kind of go through it. I want to start with what's pretty common in most J-Flights. You're going to have your two overhead cabinets above the sofa. You'll notice that they do have gas struts, so they will just stay open by themselves. You don't have to hold them open. That's a little extra that Jayco does, so you don't always see. And of course, in the kitchen, you're going to have a large cupboard underneath the sink for a waste basket or garbage bin. A couple of drawers, they're fully extending drawers on ball bearing drawer glides. And of course, the cabinet above the sink. You're going to find that in a lot of Jayco J-Flights. What you're going to get extra in this 284, which just blows my mind, there's so much storage in here. Up front, you have two sets of cupboards and another 4 shelves along the left-hand side. This is unique to this 284 floor plan. I don't really see this in a lot of other units. And the most amazing thing, I think, is what's going on with this entertainment center. You have another 4 fully extending drawers. You have this huge closet with a clothes hanging rack. Underneath the TV, you have another 3 cupboard doors with a shelf. And then above it, you have another 2 cabinets. This interior storage is absolutely massive. In the kitchen, you have a solid-edged countertop with the Furrion 3-burner glass top stove and oven. You have the matching stainless steel microwave, range hood that vents outside, and a 6 cubic foot Norcold fridge with the stainless steel inserts to match the rest of your kitchen appliances. The furnace is underneath the refrigerator. You can see the grates there. And what I'd like to point out is that there are no floor vents in this trailer. Everything is ducted in the wall. Turning around from the kitchen, you have a large U-shaped dinette. This will fold down into a secondary sleeping area. And when you do that, you can pull down the black pleated window shades. I really do like having the pleated shades. They're a lot more durable than having Venetian blinds. They don't rattle as much. And it's often overlooked, but you'll see that around the window frames, Jayco has actually added some wood trim. It helps with the look of the trailer, but it also gives your blinds a bit more material to bite into when they screw them on. Almost every window in this trailer is vented. I think the two exceptions are the kitchen window and the top bunk window. So these two big windows above the dinette and the sofa do vent. Same with both bedroom windows, so you can get a nice cross breeze in the trailer. This U-shaped dinette seats a lot of people. That's what a bunkhouse is for. It's for sleeping a bunch of people. And also, when you convert this into a bed, it is over 6 feet long. So, fully grown adults can sleep on here and there's lots of room. And what I do like is that new for 2020 on these J-Flight SLXs, Jayco has added cupboard doors underneath the benches. So it's just a little bit easier to access your storage underneath. You have the option to remove the covers and lift up a wood panel, or you can just open up a drawer and get to your things. The interior color of this particular travel trailer is called Toffee. And when you change the color, the biggest thing that you're going to change is the fabric that you see on the sofa and the dinette. There are a few other things that change, but they're very minor. So we're filming this video in Toffee. If you prefer a different color, they are available. And just because you see this particular trailer with this color fabric doesn't mean that that's all that we have or what you will be able to get. So please check the link in the description to contact Glenwood RV Center. Our salespeople here will help you determine the best color for you. Here we have the sofa. This is a jackknife sofa. There is storage underneath. You do have an option to get a hide-a-bed, though in this particular one we ordered it without that option. In the rear of the trailer, you have two double over double bunks. The way Jayco rates their bunks is that for every person that can sleep, they rate it for 300 pounds. So in a double bunk that can sleep double people or two people, you have a 600-pound rated bunk, and that is 600 pounds on the top and 600 pounds in the bottom. The reason that Jayco can do this is that they're using quality materials. So they're using plywood instead of a chipboard or an OSB board. They're taking the time to rate their bunks so you know how much weight they can hold. You don't always get that. You'll also see that Jayco's using bunk mats that are nearly 4 inches thick. This is twice as thick as what you'll find in a lot of other trailers. This is the same bunk mat that is going to go into a North Point or a Pinnacle fifth wheel. It's the same in a North Point as it is in a J-Flight SLX. There are separate curtains for top and bottom, so you don't just have to have one big curtain that has to be open or closed. Small grab handle, and of course there are separate LED lights for either bunk with power, and both bunks do have their own window. One of the key features on this 284 is this enormous walk-in shower. It is absolutely huge. You will have plenty of room in this shower. And what I really like is that the ceiling height in a J-Flight SLX is 6'9". You do notice that there is a small step up into the shower. It'd be the same as if there was a tub. And so that additional ceiling height gives you plenty of room to stand up and not worry about hitting your head on the ceiling. The bathroom comes with a foot flush toilet. There is a skylight and a roof vent in the bathroom. You don't always get both, but in a Jayco trailer you do have a skylight and a roof vent. I like the skylight because during the day you don't always have to turn on the lights in the bathroom to still be able to see. And in this model, the sink is in the bathroom. Wall-mounted thermostat, that's going to control your furnace and your air conditioner. All of the air conditioner ports, I'm going to call them, in this trailer are louvered, so they turn and you can close them. So you can completely adjust how you want the AC in this trailer. You'll also notice that there are quite a few LED lights in this trailer. Most of the ones in the main part of the living space are controlled by a switch by the door, while others are going to be individually controlled. So the switch above this table is just a switch on and off, where when you walk in there is this bank of lights and switches by the door, and when I turn off this switch here, it turns off the main bank of lights in the trailer. So you can walk in, hit one switch, most of your lights go on, but then of course they're still all individually adjusted, so if you didn't want them all on, you can still manually turn them on and off. Walking into this trailer is one of the most overlooked cupboards, I think, in any travel trailer, and it is definitely worth taking a look at the cupboard that is usually underneath the sink, because in our Jayco trailers, that cupboard goes all the way to the stove. This is a huge storage space that most people don't even notice. Front bedroom, you do have a 3/4 partition wall, and the remaining space, instead of having a curtain, you do have an actual door that will slide shut. 2 overhead lights above the bed underneath that shelf. There are another 2 lights on the ceiling, all individually controlled. You do have a blue LED blue light, night light that goes above the shelf. 2 windows on either side. They both open with screens, so you can have a nice cross breeze while you're sleeping in here. Mirrored hanging wardrobes on either side. One of the wardrobes has shelves in it, while the other is hanging closet. So you have a lot of versatility on how you want to store your things in this bedroom. Up in the corner, you'll see that TV bracket. That's an inside-outside TV bracket, so you can easily just take that off, and there's a matching mount for it on the outside, which I will show you. So if you had another TV in this trailer, you could leave it in the bedroom, and then you can easily bring it outside. And there are power outlets and a cable outlet up on the roof for that TV. We have ordered this with the matching bedspread, and in these 2020 Jaycos, they are coming now with a Serta mattress. This isn't just a cheap RV mattress, this is a good quality mattress, so you won't need to immediately buy a new mattress with this trailer, because I think this one's pretty decent. There is storage underneath the bed, which I'm going to show you from the outside. So the bed is on a plywood bed structure. It's not a OSB or a chipboard, and it's being held up by 2 gas struts. I like to think Jayco, does take the extra step in a few places to make this trailer not just good, but better. And here you can really see it. They're using plywood instead of a chipboard or an OSB, and they are including these struts to hold it up so you're not having to struggle and hold the bed up while you access your things. Here you can see the spare tire and box from Jayco. Spare tire does live on the back of the trailer. There's a mount for it. And that box is just a few extra widgets from Jayco that come with every trailer. The storage is passed through, so you can see there's doors on either side, and these are the extra large baggage doors, so it just makes it easier to get to your things. So move around to the front of the trailer. We have upgraded the propane tanks to two 30-pound bottles. And at Glenwood RV Center, when you buy a trailer from us, on the day you pick it up, we are going to have this unit cleaned inside and out. We do a full pre-delivery inspection. And what we will also do is we're going to have those propane tanks filled. The trailer will include a battery, include a sewer hose, and a 110 adapter, all for no extra charge. So the price you pay, that is the price. We don't charge extra for cleaning, doing a pre-delivery inspection, or we don't charge extra for battery or filling propane tanks. That is all included. You'll also notice on the front here there is a solar prep little outlet. So if you had a ground-based solar panel, you could add it there. And I do always mention this, but it's important. So Jayco custom engineers each of their frames for the trailer. And part of the reason they do that is for stability, but also so that they can get a little bit of extra height in the interior of the trailer without having to make the entire trailer taller. And the way they can do this is by having the front A-frame of this trailer go through that front crossbeam. It's a sturdier way to do it, and it also lets you get that 6'9" interior height without having to just raise the entire trailer up a few more inches. It's another reason where Jayco goes above and beyond what they need to do to make this the best possible trailer they can for you. So I've retracted the electric awning. You will see that there is an LED light strip that hangs just below the awning on the trailer side. What I like about that is you don't have to have this awning fully extended to be able to turn on that light. And you will also note that there are speakers in the awning arms that point directly down at your campsite. So instead of being high up on the trailer where you really have to crank it to hear it, now they're pointed right down where you're going to be sitting. We've added the optional More Ride stable steps. This has been a new addition for 2020 that we could get this, and I'm very happy to say that now we've ordered it on most of our trailers. That's the TV bracket from the bedroom. I've taken it out and put it here on the outside of the trailer, and you will note that there is power outlets and a cable jack underneath it. So if you had a TV, you could easily just move it inside or outside. Jayco uses Goodyear Endurance radial tires. They are rated for 140 kilometers per hour or 87 miles per hour. These are quality, made in America tires, so you won't need to change them out in a couple years because these are decent tires to start with. We've ordered them with just the basic rims, but I do like how they are painted silver to match the body of the trailer. And I kind of want to get a shot under here of, it's pretty grimy, but there is a metal galvanized steel wheel well that is going to protect this trailer in the off chance that a tire ever does blow. You run over something, your tire blows. The standard in the industry is having a piece of fabric there, and on a Jayco trailer you do have a piece of metal. And while we're down here, we might as well take a look at the enclosed underbelly. So we've ordered this trailer with the optional enclosed underbelly. We do that with most of our trailers. People generally prefer to have that protection. It will protect your water lines and your tanks from any road debris or grit. So here's their outside kitchen. You get a hot and cold faucet that actually drains to the gray water tank. It doesn't just sort of kind of dump out underneath the trailer right there. You have a 2-burner cooktop stove that will connect to a propane connection and a 110 volt little refrigerator. So what I like about the way Jayco makes these outside kitchens is that the faucet and the cooktop are on these drawer glides. So you just sort of push and pull this out, but they use a gas strut. So when it's out, you push it and it doesn't really want to go in, which is perfect. And then once it's started, the gas struts sort of lock it in place. So once it's closed, it doesn't easily want to fall forward, which just means that when you're traveling, it stays where you put it. And when you're cooking, it's not just going to like slide back on you because there's a gas strut holding it in place. We've ordered this with the optional roof ladder. It's pretty important because you will need to get up to your roof from time to time. And on this Jayco trailer, you're going to get their Magnum roof system. Advantages of that is most trailers are going to have a fully walkable roof. This one is, of course, fully walkable. They use plywood decking on the top. But what makes the Jayco trailer a little bit different is they really do a good job making this a strong roof. They have this Magnum roof system. It's 50% stronger than most other things on the market. Why it's stronger is that they use a thicker roof truss and they use heavier nail plates to support that plywood decking. So you know it's just better construction and it's a sturdier roof that's going to last a long time. All the lights on the exterior as well as the interior are LED. So when you're backing up, those backup lights are just going to shine a bit brighter. And when you're traveling, they activate a little bit quicker than the old incandescent bulbs, which for safety can make a difference. On the bumper, you'll see that mount there is for the spare tire. And the water heaters new on these 2020 Jayflight SLXs are gas, electric, auto ignition, and you have the option to run both the propane, gas, and electricity at the same time. So this 6-gallon tank water heater actually has an 18 gallons per hour recovery time, cycle time. So when you turn on both gas and electricity at the same time from a switch on the inside, you can get 18 gallons of hot water per hour. And finally, there is a exterior hot and cold outside shower on the back side of the trailer. So that's Jayco's 284 BHS. If you have questions about this unit, want to know what we have in stock, what the price is, what interior colors are available, please give us a call at Glenwood RV Center. We are located in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We have been here since 1968, proudly serving you for over 50 years. And as always, happy camping.